Welcome to Chef Alli's Farm Fresh Kitchen. I'm Chef Alli, and I've been stirring up a love of farm fresh cooking all across my home state of Kansas for over a decade. I enjoy teaching you about food, cooking, and family farms. And from farm to fork, Kansas farmers are always working hard so we can enjoy delicious Kansas-raised food.
We're back in Chef Alli's Farm Fresh Kitchen, or at least our makeshift kitchen.
Yeah.
You do some great things in the kitchen.
You know what? I keep one of these butane burners in the trunk of my car because everywhere I'm going, I set up a kitchen and I cook.
It's so handy.
Yeah, it's handy and it draws people together, and I love that. And you know what? As being a mom, there is, you know that saying, the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. I love that saying because there's nothing more important than being a mom in my mind. And with fall coming on, I love, of course I love it any time of the year, skillet meals, easy skillet meals that we can do in one pan.
Yes.
But with fall coming on, I thought it would be the perfect time to do a pork tenderloin, which of course is my very favorite cut of pork, and we're going to talk about that, but on a bed of cannellini beans with tomatoes, some garlic, some onions, some sage, some rosemary, so super flavorful but very low in fat. And of course our pork tenderloin is very, very lean. So I've made this up ahead of time. At my house, this would never get out of that pan. I would just put the pork tenderloin slices on top of that. But if you have company and you have a beautiful bowl, this is how you could do it.
Make it look nice.
If you want to make it look nice. But at my house, maybe you're going to learn this because you're having all boys too.
The boys, yeah.
At dinner time, it's all about slinging and flinging and getting dinner on the table. Okay, so when you sling and fling,
and the boys don't care what it
the
looks
boys
like.
do not care. The boys do not care at all. They just want dinner. But you would put your tomatoes and cannellini.
You have to tilt it up so they
there
can
you go,
see.
yeah. You would put that in the bottom of your serving dish.
So pretty.
Yeah, and you would maybe want to double this recipe if you were going to have company so that you would have a lot here on the bottom of your serving dish. And then what we have here is a pork tenderloin that I seasoned ahead of time.
Okay.
I browned it off in my saute pan, and then I popped it into the oven because we have a new rule with pork. It used to be that we had to eat gray, overcooked, funky pork. No more. Pink pork is now perfect. Okay, let me rephrase that. Pink pork is perfect because what we can do now, and the USDA has said, it is okay to cook our pork to 145 degrees at the internal temperature. So we would take our instant read thermometer, insert that into the center, and when this says that it's 145 degrees, we can then take it out of the oven, let it rest for about 3 minutes covered, and that will raise about 5 more degrees, and then we can slice that across the grain so that we have nice, beautiful, see that how that has that tinge of pork or pink? Even if it's a little bit more pink than that, it's perfectly okay as long as we've cooked it to 145 degrees.
Okay, I need to ask you, what kind of seasoning did you put on?
You know what, that is actually a little, I'm glad you said that because we want to put that over the top of our cannellini beans. This is sage and rosemary, a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's truly all that's in there outside of our onion and our garlic. Okay? That's what I put on the outside, was just a little bit of salt and pepper, sage, and rosemary.
Okay.
And then I just seared it off in a pan. So our slices then are just going to lay right across the top of this. You can just kind of layer those any way that you want to across there. But look how pretty this would be.
You make it, it's so easy to do, it seems, and it comes out looking so nice.
Well, and that's what I love about pork tenderloin. See how that has that beautiful pinkness right there on that particular piece? A pork tenderloin has no bone in it. It's super lean. So when you buy a pork tenderloin, which you're going to be able to buy one, they're typically about 1 pound or 1¼ pounds. You're going to be able to eat that entire piece of meat. So it's super economical. You're maybe going to have $5 or $6 in 1 pound of that. You get to eat every bit of it. It cooks up really quickly, super lean. So that's why it's my very favorite cut of pork. Nice. Yeah, so look how beautiful that is. Can we tip it up maybe for them to see? Yes. So you would get to sit that down in the center of your table for your guests, hand them a spoon, and they just get to serve it up.
And they've got so many different this is the part I like about it, because I'm struggling lately with, okay, we need a meat, a vegetable, a grain, and this has everything in one.
All
I don't
in
have
one.
to think about, okay, what's going to go with this chicken and the.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
not very good at that yet.
Right.
So I like
Well,
these things where you've combined it all for us.
all in one skillet, yeah.
Yeah.
And I will continue to do that for you because as a mom, I definitely know how much that matters. So this recipe is available at on my blog, ChefAlli'sFarmFreshKitchen.com. So please go there and snag that up and join us back here in the kitchen again. We'll be back soon, right?
Yes, absolutely. We're always back. Every couple of weeks we've got something new for you. But I like that you're always online too.
Yes,
Easy
thank
to
you.
find. All right, Alli,
Absolutely.
thanks.
Thanks for having me.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.
We're the Kansas Farm Food Connection, Kansas farmers and ranchers who are proud to put wholesome and nutritious food on your table. It's our mission to connect farms to families and families to farms through education and firsthand experience. Together, we're raising Kansas.